Sleek Shadow here, and today we're reviewing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2! No, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2! Wait, this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, right? What the heck? Who would have ever thought that? Two Call of Duties with the same exact name would fall in love and have a baby to make a sequel. And that sequel is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer Experience. That's right, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009 and Call of Duty 2002 Modern Warfare 2 came together and had this beautiful little baby called Modern Warfare 3 2023. Now, is this a bad thing? Not on its head. I mean, both of those games were pretty decent. I mean, 2009, way better than 2022, but 2022 felt like a little extra charge after coming off the Vanguard, so it's not exactly the worst thing, but we're kind of hoping, at least I was, for a new experience.
I want new ones.
And we did not get that with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 yet, because the guns from 2002 Modern Warfare 2 are able to be played in this game, and pretty much all the maps that are in Call of Duty 2009 are in this game. Well, at least 16 of the main core maps. There's a couple extra maps too, but they're from a different Call of Duty game. And if you guessed Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2002, you would be right, my friends. Like I said before, it's not really that bad of a thing. To kind of pad it up, right? Sledgehammer didn't have exactly the full amount of time to make a Call of Duty game, but to me, I'm thinking like, if you can't make a full Call of Duty experience, knowing that your campaign is lackluster pretty much, and your multiplayer experience is just refurbished old things, like you gotta push it back and do a little bit better, man. This is not cool, but Call of Duty makes all the bucks, so what can we do, really?
Nothing we can do.
Nothing, man. There's nothing we can really do. Just sit back and take it. Well, what gets imported for Modern Warfare 2 2002? Well, you get all your guns, you get all your skins, and there's 5 maps. I believe it is 5, which I'll have listed right here, that are included with Modern Warfare 3. Like I said, it's not bad on its face. It does feel good to have some things that you worked for being able to be put in other expansions of the game. I think things like Dragon Age, or like, there's some RPGs that do it, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But it kind of sucks when it gives people an unfair advantage that hasn't played Modern Warfare 2, and they're kind of looking to jump in at this Modern Warfare 3 point. And essentially, you're just getting outgunned, man. You're going to be outgunned for at least the first couple hours you play, because people are still using these old guns because they're all kitted out. And when you're using a bare gun versus people with kitted out sniper rifles that have tracer bullets on it, not really, but you get what I'm saying. They're really kitted out, and it's hard to kind of compete against that. So that's not really cool. But on the same token, what can you really do, man? I mean, make people play all their old weapons back up again? I'm not really a fan of that, so that's weapons pretty much. It's a cluster, man. It's a cluster for real. Let's talk map situation. So, as stated earlier, there are some maps from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. It's in its own little playlist. Cool. Most of the core maps are the maps from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009. And it's cool to play some of the classics, but it also sucks because people know the maps like the back of their hands, and it just makes things that much harder. There's a steep learning curve. We do like new maps. People always want new maps, man, so that's kind of an L, if you're asking me. Kind of a dub, too, because those maps are pretty darn good, if you know what you're doing with them, man. Straight up. I would really like to have some other maps in it. Like, I understand you're on a crunch, but, like, just break up the other maps that are bigger. See, there is some new maps in the game, but they're all for kind of like game modes people don't typically play, like Invasion and Ground War. And these have new maps. Kind of do what Battlefield did and just break up the map and just give it to us in pieces for a 6v6 or 3v3. And people will probably be decently happy with that. I don't think it's that big of an ass to do that. Instead, we just got classic maps. I do kind of want to dive into like the lesser known like game modes that they have, so And the 6v6, 3v3, it's all the same game modes you know. So you have Search and Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint, the kit and caboodle of a normal Call of Duty game, delivered to you right at your footsteps for $70. And then you have the kind of like the newer, larger scale game modes, Invasion, where you're essentially just fighting like 20 people and a bunch of bots. And you have 20 people and a bunch of bots, and you go at it at a big map. Really, I only use that to level up weapons. And quick disclaimer, I kind of gotta clear this up because they're not new game modes per se, Ground War Invasion, but they're newer. They were introduced last game, and for someone who didn't play last game, they would be new. And like the other game modes, they've been in Call of Duty since for forever. So when I address it as new game modes, I just mean it's been in there since the last game. That's all. Ground War, where it's a massive, pretty much ground battle. I think they're pretty fun. These have new maps, and I kind of just highly encourage people to play to level up your guns because it's hard out there in like that 6v6. And I don't know what they're going to do with the ranked. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what the competitive scene is going to be looking like, if you could use your old MW2 guns or not. But, hey man, it is what it is. So there's also this game mode called War Mode, and that basically is like 3-in-1. First you have like a hard point style, domination style, hold a point of the map to stop these missiles, and part 2 is a tank walk down, similar to like an Overwatch, something to that effect. And part 3 is you have to stop the missiles from launching or be successful with them, and that's another like point hold style. There's only one map, and kudos for originality. I wasn't really feeling it though. Customization is a thing that pretty much got optimized in this game. Now you have the ability to add flap jackets, boots. These things give you a little bit extra more perks. I think it really works out a little bit well. And there's ways to unlock things too as well, where instead of like weapon tuning, which is gone, that's definitely a great perk. But now you have like challenges you gotta do. You do the daily challenges and you unlock certain things through a menu system. So it's pretty much pick and choose what you want to unlock. There's some aftermarket parts too you can unlock that are cool, like they come with extra things. Like I got this scope and it has sights on it and it has a laser, which I really enjoy. So I'm getting 2-in-1, you know what I mean? Zombie mode is in the game, of course. It has its own story. I probably won't do a review on that because I'm not going to be able to finish it, and I'm just being honest with you. Like, I don't play Call of Duty like that, but I did have fun when I was playing it, especially when I was playing it with a friend, so I highly suggest that. Besides that, that's kind of Call of Duty multiplayer in a nutshell, man. Now, with all, like, this copy and paste things that are in this game, does it make it a bad experience? No. Honestly, if I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give it like a 7 or 8. That's an official score, 7 or 8. I have fun playing it. I just wish there was like more originality, a little more things that come out like begin with, right? I don't want to have like my old season pass, and I don't want to have like the old guns. I want new stuff that looks cool, but it's kind of the paradox of Call of Duty, right? Like, they've done so many timelines. What else can they do? So instead of kind of rolling over and you're having to redo, like, oh, I gotta redo my M4, they just put it in the game. Seems to me that, yes, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is coming out, but afterwards, I think they're gonna have kind of a tough time to figure out which direction they're gonna push the series in. Are they going more back to old war games, or they're looking back to the future war games? Both have yielded mixed results. I would say maybe the past ones have done a little bit better, like some of the Black Ops and the World War II stuff versus the futuristic stuff. But overall, a decent experience, something familiar, a little bit of letdown. It's Call of Duty, man. Like, I don't expect anything flawless or groundbreaking from it. I expect a solid shooter game, and that's what this delivers. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. I try not to pump my things. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed day and a wonderful night. Till next time. Peace.